Brave New World Summary. Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. In this video, we'll be discussing the plot, themes, and literary techniques used in this dystopian novel. Firstly, let's start with a brief summary of the plot. Brave New World is set in a futuristic society where everything is controlled by a totalitarian government. The novel centers around the character of Bernard Marx, who is a member of the ruling class known as alphas. Despite his privileged position, Bernard feels alienated from society and begins to question the world around him. As the story progresses, Bernard meets a young woman named Lenina Crown, and they begin a romantic relationship. However, Bernard's feelings for Lenina are complicated by his growing awareness of the flaws in their society. He becomes increasingly disillusioned with the government's control over every aspect of life, including the way people are bred, raised, and conditioned to think and act in certain ways. Eventually, Bernard and Lenina travel to a reservation where people are still living according to traditional ways. There, they meet a man named John, who is the son of the director of the government's breeding program. John has grown up outside of the society created by the government, and he is deeply disturbed by the way people are conditioned to think and behave. As the story progresses, John becomes more and more isolated from society and begins to question his own identity. He feels trapped between two worlds, unable to fully integrate into the society created by the government or to return to the reservation where he was born. In the end, John's struggle with his identity leads to his tragic death, and the novel ends with a sense of despair and hopelessness. Now let's move on to the themes of the novel. One of the most prominent themes in Brave New World is the dangers of a society that places too much emphasis on conformity and stability at the expense of individuality and free will. Huxley's novel depicts a world in which people are no longer capable of independent thought or action, having been conditioned from birth to believe and behave in certain ways. The result is a society in which people are unable to truly connect with each other or to experience genuine emotions. Another theme in the novel is the dangers of technology and scientific progress. The government in Brave New World has used technology to create a society that is perfectly controlled and predictable, but at the cost of human freedom and creativity. Huxley suggests that unchecked scientific progress can lead to a dehumanizing and oppressive society. Finally, let's look at the literary techniques used in Brave New World. One of the most notable techniques is the use of satire. Huxley uses humor and irony to critique various aspects of modern society, including consumerism, advertising, and mass media. He also uses satire to expose the flaws in the government's system of social control, highlighting the absurdity of a society in which people are conditioned to be happy all the time. Another literary technique used in the novel is the use of symbolism. The use of names, for example, is symbolic of the government's attempt to control every aspect of life. Names are assigned based on a strict hierarchy, with people at the top of the social ladder being given names that reflect their status, such as Mustafa Mond. The names of other characters, such as Lenina and Bernard, are more ambiguous, reflecting their status as outsiders who do not fully conform to the government's expectations. In conclusion, Brave New World is a powerful and thought-provoking novel that explores themes of conformity, technology, and the dangers of unchecked progress. Aldous Huxley uses a range of literary techniques, including satire and symbolism. And that's our discussion on Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. We hope this video has provided you with a deeper understanding of the novel's plot, themes, and literary techniques. If you haven't read the book yet, we highly recommend it. It's a classic dystopian novel that remains relevant today, as we continue to grapple with issues related to technology, conformity, and the role of the government in our lives. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more book discussions and literary analysis. And if you have any thoughts or comments, please feel free to share them in the comments section below. We always love hearing from our viewers.